don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last. Yeah, at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're with myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fake and wanna hate this. I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
I'll always show up.
Hearty welcome to the today's webinar. And the maximum limit of this webinar Google Meet is 100. If anyone missing here, I request you, the missed candidates, or suggest your friends to join via YouTube. Because today we already received 95 plus members. So
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play
to
tough,
inform your
wanna
friends
hate
or your
this,
colleagues
I'll always show
to
up.
join through YouTube.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it.
Today's resource person.
I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last. Yeah.
Dr. Tyagi
Now that I've been put
as
through hell,
human resource
I never got
Tyagi
anyone's
has
help. I had to do
published
it all myself.
purpose in journals. And
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a
person,
statement.
Gonna learn the
and
consequence
session
of being
chair at
incompetent.
multiple
Mental health
international
is confidence,
conferences
dreams into
and
modestness.
webinar
I'm not here to
sessions.
save the day, that's
She
for
has
you to take away.
organized
I could play a
numerous
million
papers
mind
and
games, but
webinars.
instead I say something not illogical,
Tyagi is a
something that is
lifetime member
topical.
in
Rub
AIMS
it on and watch it
Education
go. Make
and
yourself
All India
unstoppable. Dreams are
Management
irresponsible,
Association
but they're
for
always possible.
expertise
If
and
you just
leadership.
believe, you could be
Make
so
her valuable
remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
There was an introduction given by Dr.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
that we want it or we don't want it, but we have to accept that in case we need to speed it up, we have to make use of artificial intelligence. So today's webinar is very important. It may be a possibility that there are many tools which you might be knowing, but today we will be discussing what the things are, how they are working, and what the artificial intelligence works on. So let me share my PPT with you all.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I can roast.
AI tools in academic research from search to writing. So that means today we will be talking of artificial intelligence, which is taking place in the area of research. Because if we are in academics or we are in industry, we are working in corporate world, artificial intelligence or the research identifying the new ideas, it plays a very important role. Now let us start with what the research is basically. We all are aware of what the research is. We have a creation of new knowledge, the knowledge which is already existing with us. We need to develop the new ideas related to it. We need to have the new methods and insights over it. Whatever researches have already been done, we need to synthesize them, analyze them, and find out what new can be done. So in research, we are more with the outcomes. So if we do not have any outcome in any of the research becomes null and void. So you all know in academics, finding out new theories, developing new models, patenting the things, making the copyrights of all the things has become very important. Every time we have targets related to papers to be published in Scopus, the papers to be published in ABDC journals, the papers to be published in peer review. Right now, the biggest problem which we are facing today is how to start and how to end with. I suppose you all agree with me, right? Yes, I want a response. Otherwise, it looks like I am also talking to an artificial intelligence, right?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, at least somebody should give a
Yes,
response.
madam.
Correct. So
Yes, ma'am.
we all agree to it, right? Because it is important for us. If we don't do anything new, if we are engaged only in teaching, we are engaged only in checking our copies, it does not gives anything to us. It's all for the students. But what we are doing for ourselves is the research, because we understand. Now, previously, what was happening? This is the entire process of research, right? We started with observations, we develop a topic, we make a questionnaire, Then we make a study, we collect the data, we analyze the data, we find out the conclusions, and then whatever conclusions we have, those conclusions are published in the form of research papers, and these research papers, they are there in our CVs, right? Okay. And if all those who have more than 20 years of experience, if they agree to me, they will 100% agree that the paper which we were trying to write it down, it was almost taking near about more than 1.5 year for us to make a questionnaire, and then to place it in front of the persons or the participants. Then we were supposed to collect the data, we were supposed to feed the data in the computers, then we were supposed to analyze the data. There were no softwares also at that time. If we talk of 15 or 20 years back, there were no softwares also. We were supposed to analyze the data using the Excel sheets and all those things. And then we were finding out the conclusion. Each and every observation we were having, we were converting into conclusion. So it was taking near about more than a year to develop a research paper. And the second biggest problem which we were having, which we are facing today also, that was to get it published, to find out the correct journal, to match the objectives of our research with the journals, right? So that is the biggest problem. Now, if we talk of the entire research process, this entire research process is now overwhelmed, or it is overloaded with the tools. Every step of a research has a tool. We can use that tool. So the important thing which we have today is whether we are aware which tool to use when and how to use it. Now, how to use it is a practice. Okay, today it's a webinar of 1 hour, what Professor Tilak told me. So in this 1 hour, I will try to tell you some of the tools. I will even show it to you. But the only thing is, you will be able to work on those tools only when you will practice doing it. If you will not practice, you will not open the tools after this webinar. Again, you will have to have some other webinar to understand that, right? So this is the entire research process we have. Now, where does this word artificial intelligence came from? Where does anyone, can you tell me where this artificial word is added to intelligence? How does it came? Yes, anyone. Can we have an interaction, a minute's interaction? Hello, am I audible? Yes, am I audible, I suppose?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. So where does this intelligence? See, we are all intelligent, right? Because we have brains. Okay, our brains work, and work, and that whatever is coming out, it's only a brain which is coming out. Okay, but now what the scientists, what the researchers have said, okay, if we are using our brain, because our brain is being used in many things. So they said, let us have something which can help our brain also, which can help our brain also. And therefore, there came the word artificial intelligence. Okay. So we all know what is artificial and what is intelligence. Intelligence is there, but we call it artificial because it is not being performed by human beings. Right? It is being performed by what? A computer, which performs a task, but this task is related with intelligence. It is related with human intelligence. So whatever we are feeding in computer, the computer is trying to reformulate it and is trying to giving to us. So artificial intelligence, it can enhance the speed, precision and effectiveness of human efforts. So that is the use of artificial intelligence. See, previously what was happening, we were not having calculators, right? So what we were doing, we were using our fingers to count. But when it comes to lakhs and millions and billions, it becomes very difficult for us to find out how much it is. So that was the need of calculator. We required calculators. Today, what is happening? We have big data analysis. So what is big data? Big data means we have lots and lots and lots of data with us. We have to make an analysis. We can take an example of COVID. every country was affected by COVID. During COVID, the maximum researches came out, but the researches which came out were having many. The data was very big. The analysis was supposed to be done, and therefore we had a use of artificial intelligence. We had a use of all these softwares. We call them SPSS. All these softwares which were used, PLS, and these softwares were used so that this big data can be converted into something which is concrete, which helped us in finding out the effect of all these health facilities, the effect of this peer group pressures, effect of human relations, and all those things. So if we do not have anything which is artificially managed, we will not be able to manage the data. We will not be able to have this data in a concrete form. We cannot analyze it. We cannot give the answers to it. So therefore, there came the need of artificial intelligence. Now, we know what is there in research. We have observations, we have questions, we have hypothesis, experiment, conclusion, etc., etc. So, through this artificial intelligence, the tools which we will be discussing after this theoretical part, we'll try to tell you what the tools are used, which tools are used where. It helps in gathering the data, because see, you can have an example of monkeys survey. So previously, were you doing? We were having the questionnaire, and that questionnaire, we were making the questionnaire by the help of our own brains. We were not having all these surveys, softwares which could help us in developing the surveys. Today what is happening, you just write down a word, you write down a keyword, and then you run the software. You will have a survey questionnaire in front of you, and at the same time you will be able to find out the participants also to whom you are supposed to send that survey also. That type of artificial intelligence has came to into existence. Literatures, patents, customer feedbacks, all these things are being taken through artificial intelligence, right? So we gather the hypothesis, we give the recommendation for the data, we transfer. This artificial intelligence has also changed the way we are working on. We are not today, it's a very least population which is using pen and paper for making a research paper. We all know that we are not using pen and papers. It's only a 10% of the population, maybe a population of my age, be using it, because we are fond of using papers and pen. But most of them are using computers. They're using computers. They feel it is easy, it is time saving. You can keep the data with you. Your paper does not get spoiled, or it's not that somebody uses it in something else. So that is the best thing. So AI, artificial intelligence, has changed the way the researchers they work, and the way the research and development teams are operating. They have implemented innovations also. They allows the researcher to accelerate their research. So the previously, as I told you, that it takes near about 1 and more than 1 year to develop a research paper. Today I can easily see. A few days back I was talking to some of my friend, who told me, okay, why do you write on paper and why do you use a pen? It hardly takes 1 or 2 days to develop a chapter. Every time if we are they are connected in LinkedIn, every day or the every second or the third day, we find out a person who says, call for chapters, call for chapters. So whenever I used to write a chapter, I used to use a pen and a paper. But one of my friend told me, these are the tools you use. You will be able to develop a chapter not more than a week. It will take hardly 5 or 6, 7 days, and the paper will be. It will not have any flag also. And but I would like to say that I did that, and it was a magic. It was a magic for me, who uses pen and paper, that I was able to develop a chapter within 6 days, and the seventh day I submitted it to the call for chapter who was looking for that. Right, so that is the beauty of artificial intelligence. That is what is the beauty of all the tools. But the important thing is how to operate them, whether we know it or we don't know it. That is important for us. Now, this is slide which tells us what we are doing in artificial intelligence when we are making use of research. See, today I will be talking of academic research also. I am not going to get inside the scientific research where all these your medicines, your machines, they are coming out. We will be talking of only academic research. So in AI, if they we use artificial intelligence, our research process they get streamlined. Because what is how do we write a paper? We have an abstract, then we have an introduction, then we have the literature review, which is the biggest and the toughest part of it. Then we have the data analysis of it, again the developing of the hypothesis, analyzing the hypothesis, finding out the hypothesis, and then we have the conclusion. So this is what is the framework of a research paper. Now, which artificial intelligence tool has to be used where, that is more important. And today we will go through it also. No doubt there are too many tools, but we'll see the few which can be used. So our research process becomes streamlined, our innovations they get accelerated, data analysis is being done, we develop a model, we know there are many models which can be easily developed by your PLS. Then we have design and we have optimization of it. So optimization means maximum use of whatever data. See, today what is happening, if you have a data, you can use that data not only for one research papers, you can make number of research papers. Take for example, if I am writing a paper on studying the motivational factors on the health sector employees. Now when I talk of motivational factors, they can be, let me take an example of four motivational factors. For example, money is one motivational factor, work culture is other motivational factor, then we have peer relations, that is the third motivational factor, and the fourth we can have the working hours. Now if I have these four factors which I'm going to study, I can develop five papers out of it, not one. I can develop five papers by using the tools of artificial intelligence, right? So that is what we have to give in our mind. That is what we have to keep in our mind. How can we develop too many papers out of a single data? I suppose I am audible because I can't see you, anyone.
Yes, ma'am, you are
Yes, madam.
audible.
Yes, ma'am.
So nice. Thank you very much. Whenever you get a response from the listeners, it becomes it is more exciting for a person who presents. Thank you very much. So let me have the next slide. Now, important word we have, we live and work. So the way we live and work, I suppose everyone who is working in an institute at the starting of the session, you are supposed to have a target, at least one paper in Scopus, at least one paper in ABDC, at least one paper in peer review, at least one patent. This is what we have. Okay, and we are in the month of June. This is our academic ending month in India, right? We start in July, we end in June. Now this is the month where we analyze what we have done in the entire year, how many papers we were able to write down. And many times it happens that in the month of June we come to the outcome that we were not able to develop even a single paper. The reason is only one, because we could not get an idea, we were not able to get a topic, we were not able to start with. And as soon as we thought of there were classes, as soon as we thought of there were copies to evaluate, as soon as we thought of there were many things to be done, right? And at the end of the month or at the end of the year we are with zero. Now artificial intelligence says use me and change your life, use me, change your life, change your way of working. Artificial intelligence says, if you are using me for the one time, you will be able to use me every time. But the only thing is how to use it. Okay. So it gives us many things which are automatic. There are data which is analyzed. Just put the data within seconds. You can take an example of SPSS. Many of you might be aware of SPSS, which is a software. You collect the data, you put it in SPSS, and within seconds, within minutes, you will have an analysis of everything. You will have an analysis of correlation, regression, hypothesis testing, etc., many things. So you need not to worry, it's only the use which you have to do. So it helps in researchers to make the process faster. There are numerous industries which are using artificial intelligence by harnessing the power. It is basically for the PhD scholars who fight for the papers to come out, who try to find out how to have the papers, because without papers their PhD will not be submitted. However, UGC has exempted last, I suppose in the last few months only, we have seen in the newspaper that it was written that your papers will not be an evaluating factor of PhD. But whatever UGC says, for PhD scholar, it is a must to do a research, because if they are not doing the research, if they're not coming out with some of the papers, some of the good papers, in that case, they will feel like that they have not done anything. If they will come out with the papers, they will come out with the good journals in which the papers are being published, they will have confidence in them. So use these AI tools, make your problems in a solution way, and you will help, it will help you out in developing the papers. Now these are the stages we have. I suppose everyone can see the slide.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes,
Now see,
ma'am.
now what is the first stage in any academic research? I suppose the difficult task which we have today is what? The topic. Which topic we should choose to write a paper? That is the biggest task, and it takes number of days for us to find out a topic, because as soon as we find out a topic, we will find out a paper which is having the same topic, so we will move to the new topic, right? So the biggest thing we have today is to select, how to select the topic. Now the important AI tools which we are using today is ChatGPT, which is the biggest tool the students have used today. Even the teachers are using it, even the industries or the corporate peoples are using it, and it's very easy for us to work on it. We'll go through it, we'll go through the different tools also. Then the second tool we have is Perplexity AI. This is a tool which is very similar to ChatGPT, but there are certain differences that also we will look to it. Then we have the third tool which is known as Elicit. Elicit is a tool. So these are the three important tools which are used for selecting a topic. I suppose every one of you has used ChatGPT. Now let us see what these tools are, how does they look like. We'll start with the first stage, that is topic selection and idea generation. So I will be stopping my slide so that I can show you what the, I know everyone knows Chat GPT, but still let us see how does this Chat GPT, Perplexity and Elicit works.
Yeah, ma'am.
Right. So let us see this Chat GPT. I will be closing my video for a second. Right. I will be sharing again. Can you see it? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Yes,
It, it
madam.
is visible.
Right. It is very
Yes, ma'am.
easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Finding out or searching any tool, right? Searching any tool is very easy nowadays, because the biggest thing we have, the biggest thing with the which the researchers have given to us is a Google, right? So we call it as Dr. Google, we call it as Google Baba, or whatsoever we call it. You put anything, you will find out the things. So this is, we all know, we put Chat GPT, we'll get it. It's small, it's a simple AI tool, right? Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. I suppose
Yes, ma'am.
I'm working on ChatGPT. You can observe that also, right? Right. So you can see that also.
Yes, ma'am.
So yes. So what we can do is, if I want to find out a topic, right? For example, if I want to do a research in the area of human resource, so I can ask ChatGPT any new topic in the area of human resource. It's the easiest tool which we have, and then he will be giving. Yes, there are several, and this is how we get. But AI and HR again, neurodiversity. I suppose these are the topics which we can go through. We can find out. So, well, once we have a topic, there are too many topics: chatbots and virtual assistants in HR, workplace, democracy, employee voice, personalized. So, this is how ChatGPT works. So, can you see the topics which are there after ChatGPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So, I
Yes.
suppose most of you, I suppose, what I assume is 100% of you might be able to understand or might be knowing how ChatGPT works. But however, this tool has its own limitations. We cannot use it without the use of human intelligence. So that is the limitation with all the artificial intelligence tools. But this is how ChatGPT, you can find out anything. At least what you can have is you will have a base. It's not necessary that you have everything. At least you have a base. So if we have a base, we'll be able to move forward. If we don't have a base also, we'll not be able to do it. Right? So I'm stopping this. Right? So this is how the chat gpt works. I suppose this is the first AI tool I am dealing with. Now let me have the second tool, which was perplexity AI. Now this tool is also very similar to chat gpt, but there is again a difference to it. Have you ever heard, anyone who has heard this word?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that means again you have used it and it is more authentic as compared to Chat GPT. So if you're using Chat GPT, no doubt the difference is Chat GPT is free. You can use anytime. You can use it for anything. But the only there is a difference between Chat GPT and Perplexity. Again, let me go through it. Let me open it. Yes. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is
Yes.
open now, right? Right, this is open now, right? So what, now again what perplexity says, how does it work? The method is the same. The method is the same. We don't have anything to say. Again the same, we'll have the same new topics in HRM, right? We'll move. What you can see is topics are very similar. What we saw in chat gpt and what we are looking in perplexity, but the only difference which we have is that chat gpt is a pre-training transformer, because that is what is the full form. What is chat gpt? We call it as chat generative pre-training transformer, right? But in case of perplexity, whatever we are having, everything is backed by citations, or everything is backed by some source. That means if you are getting this, you can see AI and technology integration in HR. So after that, you have two sentences. Now, when you go to these two sentences, you will find out HR trends. You will find out that this particular topic has already been published in 2025. HR trends for 2000. So you have a five HR trends in 2025 work human priorities for, then top 21 emerging. So all these three things, what they are doing is they are giving a back to your topic. So it will help you out. How? What you can do is you can download these topics, you can download these papers, you can read these papers, and then only you can develop your own topic. That was the drawback in ChatGPT. So what you were looking in ChatGPT, you were only getting a topic, but there was no back, there was no fact, there was not, no, nothing to tell you whether these topics will have some integrity or not. You started working on it. At the end of the day, when you have finished with your research paper, you identified that this topic has already been published, or this topic has already been done. So you become frustrated. So it is better, why not to start with a thing which is very fresh, which is not there in the market, which is not still there with the journals. So all this is what is happening in Perplexity. You will find out that what are the different papers which are associated with this particular topic, right? So you can do this also. So I suppose I am done with Perplexity. Is this tool clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am. Thank
this
you.
is how you differentiate. So for the researchers, what he suggests is instead of using Chat GPT, it is better for idea generation, for getting a topic, you use Perplexity, and whatever source, citation source are given, download these papers, read these papers, and then develop your topic. So you have a topic, AI and technology integration in HR. You can reframe this topic by downloading these papers, right? So these these were the two tools which we were having for idea generation or for finding out the topics. Apart from that, we have the third tool also, which is known as Elicit. Now Elicit is a tool. Let me share my PPT again so that just a minute. Let me see the slide, which is not. Just a minute. I'm just trying to share the PPT. Yes, I suppose you can see the PPT now.
Yes, ma'am. It's visible now.
So yes. So the first we have topic selection and idea generation. So we can use Chat GPT, we can use Perplexity AI, Elicit. I will be taking in the second literature, sir. Now the second thing is I have searched a topic, I have found out a topic, I have selected a topic. Now, as the researcher says, we need to find out the papers which are related to this topic so that we can read and develop the second part of it, that is literature review. Now, for literature review, we use all these tools: Google Scholar, Research Rabbit, Elicit, and connected papers. Okay, Google Scholar, everyone is aware of. This is the best area, or this is the best tool which we use for searching the papers, for our citation also, for uploading the papers also. Again, I know many of you who are doing the research, they know it what the Google Scholar is. But still, what I will do is I will open this tool so that we can, many those who are not aware of what the Google Scholar is, they can look to it. So this is what is Google Scholar. We all, again the same thing, we go to the Google and then we type Google Scholar, and then the Google Scholar will open. So we are there with the Google Scholar. Right. So we are there with the Google Scholar. We open the Google Scholar, right? Now, whatever papers I want to, for example, I want to find out the papers. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
so I am opening the Google Scholar. I am trying to find out the papers which are related to quality of work life and job satisfaction. This is how we get it. I suppose many of us are aware, those who are doing researches, they are aware of what the Google Scholar is. It's just you type Google Scholar in Google, Google Scholar icon will be opening it. You, whatever papers, whatever topics you need. Now, you can see the Google Scholar on the extreme left hand side. You will find out the time also. For example, if I want to have the papers of only 2025, since 2025, so I will find out all the papers. If I want to have the papers since 2021, then I will have the papers from 2021 till date. Even I can customize the range also, 2021 till which year, relevance also by the date. We can have review articles what we want. Even we can include the patents also, we can include the citation also. Even at the same time we can create a alert also. Alert, for example, I am working on a paper in HR, right? So I want to create an alert,
ಇದು ಮುಗೀತದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷದ.
right? I'm creating an alert also for myself, right? This is my mail ID, mail for vibu at the rate gmail.com. This is my account only. So I am creating an alert, and whenever there will be a new paper related to this topic, the paper will automatically come on my mail ID, mail for vibu at the rate gmail.com, and that will help us in finding out what is recently being done in this particular area, right? So this is how the Google Scholar works. Look, this is my photograph that shows this Google Scholar is, it's my ID, right? It will have my profile, my libraries, my alerts. Even we can have the alerts of some people also. For example, these are the persons whom I follow Dr. Lata Vajpayee, I follow Dr. Shubham or Dr. Ashish Kumar Singh. You can do that also. Even if you want to follow me, you can put my name, Dr. Vibhuti Tyagi. You can search me on Google Scholar and all those things that can be done. So it is the easiest way of searching the papers and easiest way of finding out which papers you can go through. So this is how we collect the papers for us for developing the literature review, right? So again, I'm stopping this so that I can have the next tool. Now, the next tool which I have for literature review, which we were discussing, is Elicit. Right? So we had Google Scholar. Then the next tool which we have is Elicit. Again, is the same thing. You go to Google, you put this word Elicit, you will find out, you will have a screen. This will be looking like this. Okay. This screen, again, it helps you in, I will be closing my video because some network issues happens in case your video is open. But now what I will do is I will open the Elicit. Right. So this is the screen. I suppose the screen is visible.
Yes,
Now,
madam.
what happens is speeds up.
Yes,
Now
madam.
look, one day you sit for 1 hour, you search your papers on Google Scholar, right? You will find out the papers. You keep the papers in your data bank. You have a folder in which you are working. You keep the papers on the folders. You can download some of the papers. You may not be able to download some of the papers because some of the papers are in open access and some of the papers are paid. So only those who have the subscription of Scopus or subscription of that particular publishing house, they only can download. But it's not that much difficult. There are many universities where, or we have many friends who can help us in doing it. It's not always necessary that every one of us should have an open access or should have an access to Scopus. It's not always necessary to, right? Now, Elicit is an AI research assistant. Okay, this is how it analyzes research papers at superhuman speed. This is the beauty of this particular tool. We find out research papers, we find out research reports, systematic reviews, but the only drawback, which is that Elicit Basic is free. If you want to download some papers, it may be a possibility that some papers, you can download the papers, but it may be a possibility that you cannot work on it. You, if you wish to work on those papers, you will have to take a premium or the subscription of it. Now in this, again, the thing is, if you are opening it, you will have to sign it up. Now, already have an account, for example, I have an account, let me sign up, or I will continue with Google. So I have used another account. Let me have my another account which is added to Elicit, or which is very easy for me to add on to it. So this is how, it's very easy. We need not to worry. Agar, if we know how to operate a computer, these AI tools are there on our fingertips. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is
Yes,
how it
yes.
works. Okay, now what I'm doing is this is find papers, this is research report and systemic review. But again, they see, if I'm clicking on the systematic review, what they're doing is upgrade to pro to accelerate your system. So this particular, the third feature of Elicit cannot be, but it's sufficient. Find papers. Now, for example, I am finding a paper on the topic customer satisfaction. I suppose the topic is it's a common topic, right? So let us take customer satisfaction, and I'm not giving a big topic. Now look, how does it comes? Summary of top 4 papers, right? So this is how it works. You will get a summary of top 4 papers. So your top 4 papers means the papers who were having the maximum citations, the papers who were known, because the value of the paper or the rate of a paper or the setting of the paper totally depends upon its citations. More is the citations, more is the rating of the paper. That is, in research, that is the only thing. Citations is important for us. So we have 4 papers. Now what they say, if you want 8 papers you need to upgrade, but if we have 4 papers, that is also sufficient to us. Okay, now this is how you have one paper, you have abstract, this is how it works. You have an abstract summary to it, you can read. So you need not to go to the entire paper, you have the entire things, how many citations you can look to it. There were 8 citations, right? Then customer satisfaction, these were 8 citations were on paper number N Rosalie who write on this paper. Customer satisfaction, this was the which has 1151 citations. Then customer satisfaction, this particular paper was Vikas Mittal, it has 92 citations, was published in the year 2010. Then this is how you can work on it. Even you can add these columns, but again the same thing, you can add the summary. If you are looking to the screen, you can easily see you have a paper. Can you see my icon, mouse icon? This is a paper,
Yes, ma'am.
right? This is an abstract summary. I have added a summary also, right? You just see on the extreme right hand side, you will find out add contents. You can see this one, right? So what you can do is you can add methodology also. For example, I wish to add methodology. Now I have clicked that. So again, what they are saying, if you wish to add methodology, you will have to upgrade yourself. So you, this particular tool, this is the only drawback, because if you wish to add more columns to it, if you wish to find out more, you will have to upgrade yourself, or you will have to find out the upgrade version of Elicit. But still, the basics also give you many things related to it. So these are the 3. I'm stop presenting to it, and I'm going back to my PPT. So that I can see to date. Right, it's again visible to you all. So this is what is your Google Scholar. We had Elicit, we had, then you have Research Rabbit also, and connected papers also. Now these are also 2 important tools. Let me stop sharing this and let me share the third one, that is Research Rabbit. Let me share to it, and this is how it looks. If you observe, you can see the all the AI tools look very similar to each other. The way they are being shown in the Google Scholar, it's very similarity. But the only difference is that their working is different, right? So smart literature reviews, but again, this is an important tool which is used for literature reviews. Again, the same thing, you will have to sign it up. Because I was already signed it, I was working on it. Now this is the paper recently I am working on. The paper is on employee well-being, and this paper is finding out its journal where it can be published from the last many, because again this is the biggest thing. So this is how You work on it. Again, the same thing. This is a very good tool in which you can have a collection. For example, new collection. So you can have a new collection. You can write down the name. Again, you can have customer satisfaction. Customer.
Unable to see, ma'am.
You are unable to. Just a minute. Okay. Let me get. Can you see now?
Only home page is there, ma'am.
Okay. Just give me some time. Let me find out the page. Now, can you see? You can see the home page. You can see the. Now, can you see it? Yes. Now you can see, I suppose.
No, ma'am.
Yes. Now you
No,
can see.
ma'am. No,
It's
ma'am.
still there. We are showing the site
No,
research
ma'am.
project smart manipulation review with AI.
Same home page, ma'am.
Same home page.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Right. Now, can you see?
Yes.
Right. So,
Yes, ma'am.
this is because what we were doing, we were seeing the home page. The home page which you saw, you click on it, you will get this page. Reimagine research. Again, the same thing. You will have to sign up, and when you are signing up, you will have this page. Right. Now, when you are having this particular page, what you can do is you can have, for example, I was working in employee well-being, so I have the papers. You can see on the extreme left hand side, you can see the papers. Right. Now, for example, I want to have a new collection. Now, in new collection, what I am doing is untitled collection. I will put the name. I have a customer satisfaction. Right. And then what we can do is we can add this works, and then we again click on it, and then we add papers. Okay. Now, add a paper you know and love. I'm writing on the topic again, customer, because I want to find out the papers related to. Then we have search. Okay. Now what they are doing, because we are writing customer satisfaction, they want us whether you want to find out the papers from biomedical and life sciences, or you wish to find out the paper on all subject areas. Okay. So what I am doing is I am putting all subject areas, and then they will choose the papers for us. Now, this is how we get the papers. You scroll. Now, when you are scrolling, you will find out the papers. The first paper we have is repurchase intention, which was published in 2023. Then the repurchase intention of e-commerce customers. Right up. Now, what they have given a benefit to you is, you wish to if you think that this paper or its topic matches with whatever you want to do, you add it to your collection. Otherwise, you can leave it. Okay, I have added it to my collection. Second, a national customer satisfaction barometer. Again, I am adding it. Then in 1996, American customer satisfaction index. I have added three papers. Now I'm closing it. Now you can see on the extreme left hand. Can you see all the three papers added? Yes, can you see all the three papers added to it?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how you do in uh, research rabbit. Okay, it is basically this particular tool is also used for referencing. If you can see the icon of my mouse, you have export papers, RIS, CS. You can convert this paper into CSV form. You can use it for bibliometric analysis also. You can use these papers for bibliometric analysis and all those things. Now many times it happens if you are putting it, this is how you get it in the Excel sheet. The same papers you will get in the Excel sheets. Now look to it. This is how you get the paper. DOI has a paper has a DOI. It has a title. It has an abstract. It has authors also, journal also, and the year in which it was published. So what you can do is you can have the entire list of the papers, and because you are having the abstract, so it is easy for you to find out which paper to read and which paper not to read. I suppose I am done with the research rabbit. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have any confusion, you can ask me. Otherwise, I am trying to be a slow. No doubt, Dr. Tilak and Mr. Shiri has given me 1 hour, but I will try to take each and every tool of what I am. Right. So this is all about research rabbit. Then, right. Then the next which we had is this is connected papers, because what we are doing is we are talking of literature review. So let us see this also. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So connected papers, you open. See, it is not always necessary to use all the tools. You need not to use all the tools, because all the tools will give you some or the other thing. Up there will be a quite the difference will not be much. But the thing is, the tool which is user friendly, which you can use as per your requirement, use that tool. Now this is a very good tool which helps you in the paper in finding out the papers which are connected with your papers. So this is customer satisfaction. Again, I am taking the same word, build a graph. So what they do is they will build a graph to you, right? This is how you get a graph. This is connected paper. So you look to the extreme left hand side. Extreme left hand side, this is the original papers which connected papers are identified, and they have identified a connection also. Now you can see this paper, they will tell you how much it is connected with customer satisfaction. As the color changes, right, the year also changes, because this is the paper which was published in 2011. So that means its connection with customer satisfaction will be more as compared to the paper which was published in 1980. Because what happened in 1980, it's too far. But what happened in 2011, that means we are only 12 or 13 years back, right? So this is what is connected papers, and this connected papers also helps us in finding out how many papers are connected with whatever topic we are dealing with. So I suppose all these tools are clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
So nice, thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Okay, so let me again share my slide so that we can have this next one. This was the slide we were dealing with. Now we have seen all these: ChatGPT, Perplexity, Elicit, Google Scholar, Research Rabbit, Elicit again, connected papers. Then we have the next one, that is Notion AI and Zotero. Their use to a certain extent is not much, but still we should know them because they helps us in generating the content, improving the existing text. They make the workspace on which we can work, but their use to a certain extent is not much. Zotero is a tool which is very similar to, if you have heard the term Mendeley. So it is very similar to Mendeley, because in Mendeley also what we are doing is, uh, Mendeley, will take it in the last. Mendeley also we are using the references. Okay, so we take note taking knowledge. But if you talk of the research paper, these two topic selection is important. Then we go to literature review, because in literature review we have to find out what we have to write down and from which, because most of the time what we are doing is we are finding out who has written what and who has told us what in literature review. Now next comes your data collection and analysis. Again, the same thing, we use the softwares, but for analysis we can use ChatGPT, which is the best tool which we can use. Code interpreter and IBM Watson, they help chat GPT, right? So they are not the separate tools, but they are the code generators to chat GPT. So it allows it like to write down the things on chat GPT. So they are the supporter of chat GPT. Now next is, I have done everything, but now comes your writing and drafting. This is important because every one of us is not very good in writing the grammar. I'm not very good in writing the spellings. I may not be very good in finding out the difference between send and sent, right? So SEND and SCNT, it can have the same meaning for me. Okay, through and through, it can have the same feeling for me. So for, if we are talking of writing and drafting, again chat GPT is one, but again chat GPT can have lots and lots of flag. So if we are using chat GPT, do not use as it is. That is the limitation which I'm going to deal it in the last. Next is Grammarly. So Grammarly, Trinka AI and Quillboard, these are the best tool to write down any research paper, and these are the tools which help you in reducing your time. So what I said in the beginning, that it will take near about 1.5 year to develop a research paper, but this Grammarly helps you out a lot. Quillboard helps you out a lot. Previously what we were used to do, we were used to write a paper, we were used to give it a paper to some faculty who was teaching language, who was teaching English, so that that faculty can find out if there's some grammatical mistakes, some punctuation mistakes and all those things. So Grammarly, Trinka, Quillboard, language tool, wordwise AI, these are some of the tools which helps in proofreading, editing, writing and drafting. Now let me stop this and let me see these tools very quickly. So let me have the first tool, that is Grammarly. I have this tool Grammarly. You can see it. It's free AI writing assistant, the biggest help which we have. I have written a research paper, but I don't not know why the journal is rejecting my paper. At the end, I identified that the grammar which the journal was accepting is not the grammar which I am writing in my research paper. So this is how it works. Right? So if you click to it, you will go to this place, sign it up. It's free because I will be signing it with my account. So again, it's very easy to sign up and to work on it. Right? But the important thing is that this app need to be downloaded. So you have to download this app. Let me see if I need. I will have to download it up. Let me download it for you, otherwise I was having it with me. This is how it works. It's getting downloaded. It hardly takes few seconds or few minutes to get it downloaded. Right. Okay. So this is how it looks. Can you see I'm opening the Grammarly? Is it open? Sorry, we could not find the page. So we cannot go you there, but there are some options. So it can be a possibility. Go to Grammarly homepage. So I'm going to Grammarly homepage again, because these are all artificial tools, though they will create some of the other problem, but it's not a difficult to download this particular tool. Now, how do we work on this tool? This tool will give you a workplace. Whatever you want to check, which grammar you want to check, you can paste that grammar there and then you can run it out. Okay. By the time it works, yes, it's says I'm not doing anything to it. Right now, see, this is how it looks. Can you see the things?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So what they say is, if I wish to find out, so I will have to upload some file. I am uploading a file from the my desktop. Let me see. I have, yes. I was having one paper. Or I am. This is something. There are some documents. Let me have some documents. Okay, there is no Word document. Actually, they wanted a Word document to be uploaded, but I don't have any Word document. So this was the document I was finding out, because it is the document of today only. It's a, I had an abstract which I uploaded on it. It was in the Word form, and then they identified some of the suggestions for it. Yes, this was the document of artificial role of artificial intelligence in talent acquisition. So they have given me, look to the extreme right hand side. They have asked me to collect your spelling AI powered. Then they have given me again a suggestion that there is some problem related to mistakes. They have given some suggestions: change the preposition, correct word choice, change the preposition, change. This is how the Grammarly works on it. Okay, so this is one. You can check your, you can keep your research paper in Word format. They will not take the PDF form, they will take the paper in Word format and you can work on it. Okay, so that is what is Grammarly. The next which we were discussing was again an important one, that was Quillbolt. How many of you, or anyone who is aware of Quillbolt?
I am,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I am
We use
using
it.
Quillbot.
Yes, 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 it is a
Ma'am, I'm
very,
also using it. Yeah.
yes, and it's a very very good tool, especially when we want to rephrase the thing, because when we are writing a literature review, it is a very big thing to write it down on the piece of a paper, use our brain. But instead of brain, what we are doing is we are rephrasing it. So Quillbolt is basically a rephrasing tool which we are using, and the biggest, so in our research paper, the biggest tools which we are using is, we are using ChatGPT, Perplexity we are using, then we are using Quillbolt, then after that we are using Mendeley also. Now if I talking of Quillbolt, yes, this is the Quillbolt, and this is how we open. Add to Chrome, again the same thing we have to use is that we have to take, for example, I'm directly going to it. This is what is paraphrasing, we all know it. So if I have a text, what I'm doing is I will paste that text here. For example, I have this text only. So what I will do is, after I want it to be paraphrased, so let me have something on, let me have something to paste it, so that I can show you how this, those who are not aware of this particular tool, which is the biggest form today. Take for example, I have a paragraph with me, right? And you are able to see, right? Right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what I am doing is I am pasting this paragraph, right? I am pasting this because see, we have standard, we have different modes. We have standards, we have fluency, humanized, formal, academic. But every mode cannot be used because again it requires to be upgrade to premium. Now I am using a standard. What I am doing is I have a paragraph. I want to use it in my research paper, but I don't have a time to use my own brain. So what I am doing is I am putting it in Quillboard. I will paraphrase it, right? As soon as it gets paraphrased, now it says I can use only 125 words. Okay, no issues. I will be reducing the words. Okay, then I'm paraphrasing it. Now this is how it comes. Okay, now when it comes, it says this is how it, so previous efforts to define and measure AI have led to three systems. You can look to three study streams have emerged as a result. So what we can do is we can copy this particular portion and we can paste it in our paper. But the last thing which we have to use is when we have made the entire research paper or we have made the entire portion of the research paper, we have to go for flag check, because even if we are using this artificial intelligence, but all these tools need to be checked for flag, because there can be certain words, there can be certain sentences which will have the similarity with some or the other person, right? So I suppose I am done with this quilt build. So quilt build is again one important tool. Then we had I'm sharing my PPT again so that I can continue with the things. Yes, it's there, right? So we have seen Grammarly. Similarly, we have Trinka AI and Wordwise. So these are also the areas. Trinka is also an online grammar checker. It protects the private. But the important thing is, for example, sometimes it happens that if we are checking on Quillboard or if we are paraphrasing, it may go for flag. But in case of Trinka, we do not have any issues related to data being cheated or data being gone somewhere. So data is kept primary. Similarly, we use Grammarly, Trinka, Language Tool, and Wordwise AI. Also, these tools. Now, the last work which comes for us is citations and reference. So, for this, we use Mendeley. We all know what the Mendeley is. We use Zotero. We use EndNote, refer and write. So, refer and write is also a type of paraphrasing tool which is similar to Quillboard, but the thing is, in paraphrasing, in Quillboard, we have free plans, but in case of Ref and Write, we do not have any free plan. We need to purchase and then only, and that is the only reason why many of us use Mendeley, many of us use Quillboard Basic, many of us use Grammarly and ChatGPT because they are free of cost. We cannot use the money for using all these things, right? So these are the all the tools which we have. I suppose I'm clear with these tools.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, right. Now all together in my slides there are also some more tools. I will find go for that also very quickly. There is a tool we call it we call as Chat PDF. This is the biggest and a good tool. Here what you are doing is you can upload your PDF and then you can chat with that PDF. Chat means you can ask the question, the PDF will be giving you the answers to it. Okay, I will show that also. Gamma AI, we all know, is a presentation preparation. So if I want to have a real time presentation, means I don't want to download a presentation, but I want to prepare a presentation. So what I will do is I will put the topic on it, and then the presentation will be coming automatically. Right. So let me show these two tools also very quickly to you. Let me share this tool also with you so that you can be. This is Gamma PI. Every one of us is aware of what this Gamma PI is, but still, this is a very important. Start for free. You can start. You can continue with Google. I'm continuing with Google because I don't have that much time that I write my email here. So we'll go very quickly with that. So it is done. And then the only thing is create a new. I want to create a new PPT, right? So create with your recent prompts, import, paste a text. So this is how I need to prepare, type a paste or paste. So I am writing again the same thing is customer satisfaction, and this text I can use. So this is how we can also import the files in it. Here it's not working because it needs to be developed. So this is how we prepare a PPT. We can put it. I'm not creating with the one. I'm going with home. This was the PPT which I tried to create. This is a real time, but the only thing is it is real time, which says that you cannot download it unless and until you prescribe it or you subscribe it. You can only, this is how I have developed a PPT using Gamma AI. So this is a PPT which you can use directly at the place where you want to use it. Okay. Now the next we have is Chat PDF. I'm stopping this. And I'm sharing the last tool which I want to tell you, that is Chat PDF. So what you are doing is you are chatting with PDF. And it is also an important tool. Can you see the screen, Chat PDF?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is how on the extreme left hand side you upload your any of your PDF. For example, I'm uploading this PDF, and then you can chat with it. Chat with it means you can, whatever questions you want to ask, you can. This is what is my PDF is. You can ask us, hi there, good to see you, and whatever you want to ask, you can write it down, and they will give you the answer. For example, author. I want to ask about the author, so I am writing down author, and then they will give you the answer. The author of the study are Preeti Suman Mishra and A.K. Das. I'm writing down about abstract. So this is what is known as Chat PDF. So whatever PDF you have, so they are giving you the abstract also. This is the abstract. So whatever you want, on the extreme left hand side, I have the paper, and then I have the chat to it. So this is how this particular PDF works on it. Okay. This is how this tool works on it, right? So I'm stopping again this tool so that I can continue with the, right? So these are certain tools which are very important for our research. I have an explanation, but I have explained all the tools: Google Scholar, Wordwise, TypeStedo, Quillboard. जो important tools I have told you: research, Chat PDF, consensus is also a tool research which find out the relevant research papers. Elicit is an important tool for finding out the papers. Trinker is a tool, open read, you can openly. Now, this is an ethical. I'm to the end of my presentation. So this is the use of AI, but ethical is plagiarism. So whatever you tool you are using, but the last thing is you have to have your text to be checked for plag. So if you find out any plag, you will have to reframe. That means use of your brain over artificial intelligence. Transparency, whichever tool you have used, you have to disclose that this tool has been used on a research paper. You cannot close it. You have to be transparent. And you have to verify also the output which you had after using artificial intelligence, whether that output relates to the output of the societal impact of or not, because it is important, especially when it comes to human factor. Output has to be important. When it comes to medicine, output has to be important. What is the effect of this particular medicine on the brain of the human being? So if you are using artificial intelligence, you have to find out the output, otherwise it will affect the society. At the same time, we have some challenges. The data which we get may or may not be of quality. Transparency may not be there. Sometimes biasness, because I am writing customer satisfaction, I don't know what type of customer satisfaction AI might be giving. Ethical, over reliance on automation, because all this artificial intelligence is based on machines. Reproducibility, whether they what they are doing is they are reproducing or not. Okay, then it has your topic has to be very specific, then only you will be getting the answers to it. Theoretical limitations are there. Technical, everything cannot be done by artificial, everything cannot be done by computers. Because there is a need of human brain, right? So legal and copyright. So if you are writing something in your research paper, you should look whether any legal aspect of it is there or not, especially when you are talking of human factor. And the copyright issues, whether whatever you are showing has been copyrighted or not. This is the end to it. They are significantly enhancing our academic research when used wisely. Manuscript polishing, they assist in every stage. They act as a tool, but they are not a crunch. That means they are a tool, but do not rely only on them. You have to use your brain in finding out. That is all. Thank you very much. And I'm so sorry I have taken half an hour more, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
We
ma'am.
are so grateful to you. Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
ma'am.
madam.
This webinar is very nice and informative, ma'am.
So nice. Thank you very much. I am obliged for that. But
Thank
I
you so
know,
much, ma'am.
yes, there were too many tools. Are Anuj, good to see you, Anuj.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
We need many more such webinars from you.
Oh, so nice. Thank you very much. My connect email ID is there with Dr. Tilak. My email numbers are there. So whenever you want, you can reach to me. You, if somebody wants to collaborate, also that can also be done. So thank you very much, Dr. Tilak.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Actually, it's very wonderful and informative session. We starting from scholar and then research rabbit, then gamma AI, and then many paper flexes, many AI tools introduced to our participants.
Thank you.
Gain knowledge. I'm very thankful to you, madam. We received huge positive feedback. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will like to have the feedback, please. Dr. Tilak, can I leave?